Presence is often mistaken for being busy, loud, or constantly available, but presence is something deeper, a quiet attentiveness that waits beneath the noise. It lives in the small, unhurried moments, the hush of falling snow, the breath we draw in crisp air, the steady glow of a single candle. It is in the sacredness of stillness and solitude where we are invited to pause long enough to notice what truly matters. In that pause, we give ourselves permission to disrupt the status quo, to step outside of the old ways of rushing and striving. Presence gives us space to imagine a new way of being, to set apart moments from the ordinary rhythm of our lives. In every culture, across faiths and traditions, we mark certain moments as sacred, not because the clock commands it, but because they draw us towards something larger than ourselves. They remind us that we belong to each other, to our history, to the holy. The scholar Mircea Eliade called this sacred time, those moments that lift us out of the ordinary, carrying us into a space where the past and present, the divine and human meet, lighting a candle, eating a meal, sitting in silence. These small rituals create a thread of connection, a gentle strength that helps us endure hope and stay grounded when life feels uncertain. Sometimes, presence surprises us with its immensity. Standing before a sunrise or beneath an expanse of stars, we can feel both small and profoundly connected. Awe has a way of loosening the tight grip of self-focus, allowing us to see others with clearer, kinder eyes. Father Greg Boyle writes that the ultimate measure of health may be our ability to stand in awe at what people have to carry rather than in judgment of how they carry it. Awe invites us to set aside criticism and comparison and instead marvel at the resilience, courage, and stories carried by us and those around us. It is the soil where empathy and generosity can take root. Silence is not the absence of connection, but can be an invitation to its deepest expression. When words fade, we begin to feel each other's presence in ways conversation cannot reach. Think of a vigil, a shared prayer, or the quiet before a service begins. In these moments, silence becomes a canvas where grief is endured and trust and solidarity are painted. It says, "You are not alone. I am here with you." In stillness, we find room for hearts to speak without sound. Being present requires us to inhabit spaces that can be uncomfortable, like grief. But when we reside in our grief, we create the space to dwell in the tender fragrance of love, to be at home within ourselves and put the welcome mat out so others can find strength in our presence. Our community experienced a tremendous loss with the passing of Woody Mason. He had an undeniable impact on so many people, serving as a powerful example of what it means to be authentically present. Whether he was helping a student, collaborating with a colleague, or offering a quick greeting, he made everyone feel completely seen. In our final email exchange, I thanked him for his fellowship and brought up our old Ultimate Frisbee days. He responded to my words with a reminder that we were the highest paid Frisbee players in the history of the world. It was a quintessential Woody moment, a gentle, humorous nudge to appreciate the simple gifts and moments of grace in our lives. When we allow ourselves to be present in our grief, we are invited to transform our pain rather than simply transmit it. To remain present, especially in times of loss, we need practices that steady us. Simple rituals anchor us. Writing a few lines in a journal, walking in silence, lighting a lantern. These acts remind us that life continues to hold meaning, even in sorrow. Presence doesn't erase grief, but it gives us the courage to carry it and the grace to notice beauty alongside the ache, to find goodness so that our grief and trauma become visitors and not who we are. Silence can create space for the holy. Presence often speaks in whispers rather than shouts. It reminds us that the sacred can be found in ordinary spaces, in quiet acts of attention and care. As candles multiply, as snow drifts softly through the air, we see that presence gathers us into a community of meaning, hope, and generosity. It invites us to stand in awe of what each person carries and to honor the beauty in being together. May we leave space for these moments, moments that lift us beyond the ordinary, moments that orient our attention to the fact that we are not alone.